What is up, everybody? It's your boy back with another one. We're back at work. We are here on Tuesday, the 17th. And I just got done doing all my morning stuff, filling out that board, cleaning up the store, doing a conference call, filling out our daily goal stuff, posting it right here on these little sticky notes, sending in all the pictures to verify I did all this stuff. And I did all that in the first hour and a half of being here. Oh, I also went to the bank and did the deposit and uploaded the pictures and the proof that I went to the bank to deposit. So, yeah, it has already started off to be a crazy morning. Hopefully, the sale that's supposedly coming comes through. Had another store call me and ask me if I had certain phones. Not sure why the guy didn't just ask me to transfer him the phones. Instead, he's sending the customer over here. I'm assuming because if their mindset is probably if we're gonna go over there, might as well do the sell over there and whatever. But I would have had no problem sending the guy the phones, letting him get the credit and all that. Because the last thing I want to do is take someone else's commissions. Like I'm not built that way. It's like if you start this sell, finish it. Like I'll help you finish it. I'll send you phones, whatever I gotta do. Call your boss lady to come pick up the phones. That way she can take them to you so your customers have the phones and they don't have to travel to come pick them up. That's just how I am. Like, I don't like to take people's sales. I don't need to. Like, I know I'm going to get my sales. I'm going to make my money or whatever. You know, it's because, if you're in the sales game, the last thing you want to do is give up that commission, give up all that work you just did to help someone get the phones they want or whatever you're in. Um, it just sucks for that guy because he works hard. The guy that's sending me this customer, he works really hard. And like I said, the last thing I want to do is take his sales away because they didn't have the proper phones in that store. And there's ways to fix that, but I guess he wasn't, the customer wasn't wanting to do that. They just said, we'll just go to him to get the phones if they have the phones there. Because this happened on Sunday as well, on my off day. Another person from that same store called my store for the phones. The customer was willing to come here to buy four phones because that store didn't have them. And I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. How many do you have? They're like, we got three out of four. I'll send you the last one. Just tell them to pick it up after they're done with you. And that's what we did. I helped them transfer the device. And yeah, it's not my style to just take something that somebody worked hard for. You know, if you know my history, you know that's how I've always been. I've never wanted to take someone else's sales. Like, oh man, they worked hard. I don't want to do that. But worst case scenario, uh, I have I have to do it because he's sending the customers here. I'm like, okay, you really gave me no option. You're just sending them here, and I'm like, I guess I'm stuck in the middle. I have no choice but to do this. But okay, it's all good. We'll figure it out. But yeah, um, man, I'm not gonna sit down for long. My back's hurting today. I don't want to sit down too long, so we're just gonna walk around a little bit. Um, you know, it's crazy. This morning I woke up. I wasn't in the best of moods. I wasn't, feeling like coming to work. I wasn't, prepared to come here. My mindset was a little off again today. I don't know why. It's just one of those things like, man, like I'm just like mentally I'm just tired, I guess. Mentally I'm tired. Like I'm pushing myself hard to do a lot. Obviously make my sales here at work, spend time with my kids as much as I can. And of course, I am doing more on social media. Like I'm doing these vlogs now every day. I'm doing my podcast, my lives for wrestling, um, and of course that entails me doing a lot more editing and posting, which when you get all of it done, it adds up to a lot of time taken away from other things. Um, yeah, I don't. I thought that was the customer coming in, but yeah. Uh, but also with everything I'm doing, I'm also trying to stay true and read the Word of God as much as I can, pray, just do everything. Then obviously, I got friends that call me to ask me questions for, like, I guess for their Christian faith and all that. They'll ask me how do you deal with this situation? How do you deal with that situation? Or they just call me to vent, which I'm okay with. I am perfectly fine with my friends calling me to vent. I'd rather them call me to vent than to go out and do something crazy. Um, I've had friends in the past that they'll call me to ask me advice or something, and then they end up not being able to reach me. Next thing you know, like, something crazy happened. One time I had a friend, he really needed my help with something, and I wasn't available. I had to work or something. I can't remember the full details, but with all that, I ended up going to his sister's 15 with her quinceañera, and when I was looking for him there, a mutual friend of ours told me, like, you didn't hear what happened. I was like, no, what happened? He's in jail. You're the guy my friend, he ended up being in jail or going to jail. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, guys. All right. I'm back. My bad. When I was finishing up what I was saying before, that customer my friend had sent me, or from the other store, they finally showed up, and yeah, I had to help them out. Uh, Luckily, they came to me because I'm not gonna lie. They came in saying, "Oh, we just want new numbers and blah blah blah." I'm like, "You want new numbers?" I was like, "Who do you have right now?" They're like, "We have Metros." Like, what's wrong with the Metro numbers that you don't want them no more? And they were just like, "Oh, they're already disconnected and this and that because we didn't pay because they made us mad and blah blah blah." And they said they won't give us the numbers. I was like, "No, like let me help you. Let me work some magic. I will get your phone numbers from Metro, because I used to work there. I know how it works. So let me get your numbers back. I don't want you to change your numbers. Plus, I can save you a lot of money if you switch with those same numbers." So ended up calling Metro, got the numbers from them. After it was all said and done, the customer ended up saving almost $1,000 if they would have just got new numbers. Uh, because if you don't switch with the same numbers, then the pricing that you see on TV doesn't count. Because you have to have the same number. So I ended up getting them the same number back. Ended up getting them some extras with their purchases, and they walked out happy. They were really happy because they were like, man, like, if we knew we could have kept the same numbers and saved money, we would have just done that. And I was like, that's what I'm here for. That's why, you know, that's what I'm here to do, is help you save some money and not feel like you're being overwhelmed with a bunch of, stuff you don't need. Um, because in my time, there's one thing people appreciate is someone that actually goes above and beyond to help them, not just see them as a transaction. But yeah, so they walked out happy. They're real happy with their purchase. I think so, and I think I just gained a customer for life. And of course, I was talking about how a friend of mine ended up going to jail, right? When he needed me, and like, I guess to come to my house and just get away from whatever situation he was in. But because of that whole thing, me not answering my phone and whatnot, my friend ended up doing some time in jail. He was in and out of juvie and all that throughout our younger days, and then of course he went to prison for a few years after high school, and then eventually got in trouble again and ended up back in prison because of that decision he made. Um, so, that's why now I try to answer my phone anytime somebody calls me, especially late night, or if they call me multiple times. Okay, somebody else had walked in. But anyways, yeah. Uh, Anytime somebody calls me, I try to answer now, especially late nights. Multiple calls and all that, I answer. Because it might be something important. They might need my help, like truly need my help. So, yeah, I make myself available to anybody that calls me day or night. Same way with Jesus, same way with God. Anytime you need to talk to somebody, He's there for you. I know there's been many times where I've been flustered and all that, and frustrated and all everything. That the moment I sit down to meditate in His Word or pray to Him, it's like He's talking to me, because I'll get a sign of some sort or a verse that just speaks to me. It resonates with me, and I'm just like, wow, okay, yeah, I needed that. I needed that swift kick in the butt. And he knows that you need that sometimes. That you need that kick in the butt with something to get you right. And I'm trying to be that friend, or I've always tried to be that friend that when people call me and all that, I give them that kick in the butt. Like, some of my friends call me because they know I'm going to give them the realest advice I can, and I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff, especially when it comes to the whole making smart decisions. If they're going through something and they're like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Like, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. You're not going to like that. If you do it this way, the right way, and whatnot, it's going to have a better ending to what you're asking me. And you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not always right though. I'm not saying I'm always right. I can be wrong. I admit that there's been times where I've been wrong. Like, oh well, crap, my bad. That was some advice I shouldn't have given you. I should have told you to do it another way then. But it is what it is. You know, but like I said, today I woke up in a funky mood and all that, and not because I'm mad or anything. It's just like mentally, like I said, I'm mentally like kind of drained a little bit, and sitting here talking to you guys, it's actually helped me out a little bit. It's actually helped me relax a little bit, calm my mind, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I can do this today. We're good now. Like, I'm in the mindset now, after helping customers and venting a little bit and letting out what I got let out. I'm actually feeling a lot better. But this video wasn't that put together. Obviously, I'm at work, and today's been a busy day, and it's only been I've only been for about not even 2 hours yet. Like, in 10 minutes, it'll be 2 hours. Well, technically three, because I got here at 9 and it's about to be 12. But whatever. But yeah, you know, I feel like it's gonna be a great day. I still got a lot of time left on the day, about 8 more hours to be here, and yeah, we'll see how the day goes. But other than that, that's all I got for right now. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. I might come to you from the desk. I might come to you from the podcast setup, but don't know if that's really technically a vlog. It's more like just a podcast scene. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. And if you can, just please hit the like button down below. Hit that subscribe button. Everything helps out. And I will see y'all guys the next one. So stay safe. God bless and peace.